Hey, welcome to the shop. I'm about to start working on my Sportster. Today I'm going to do some modifications to the rear fender for doing wheelies. The stock fender is really short, and if I do get it to touch the ground, the first thing that it's going to do is rip off my license plate. I have a scrape plate from Bung King that I'm going to mount up. It'll give me something to try and hit the pavement with, and it'll reinforce the back end of the bike. First, I'm going to mount up the scrape plate with the stock fender to see how it fits and take some measurements. This looks ridiculous. I've got a longer fender that I'm going to cut to fit, but with it like this, you can really see how much further back it is than the stock fender. One thing I really like about this setup is that I can easily peel layers off as I progress and get my wheelies even further back. With the original fender, I'm measuring 84 degrees to reach the ground. With everything on there, I'll be scraping the ground with 10 degrees less angle, but it's shorter than a full-length fender. With the titanium plate removed, I can touch with 6 degrees less angle. And with everything removed, it's actually 1 degree deeper than what I started with. Now I gotta take the stock fender off and see how the new fender fits. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe. This is a brand new channel and I could use your support. With everything mounted up, I can take a razor blade and scribe a line where I want to cut the fender. And then I gotta take it all apart again. The scribe line turned out nice and easy. Time to make the cut. Taillight wires won't pull out of the stock fender because there's some electrical doodads on there, so I'll just cut it out. The fender liner is riveted on there, so I got to drill them out and pop some rivets in the new fender. This sheet of plastic was a good way to slide the fender in without scratching it, and then pull it out to get your bolts through. When I was cutting the fender, the grinder caught a little bit and dented the edge. Cutting a hole to pull the taillight wires through, and cleaning up the edges so it doesn't cut any wires. I want to paint the tins on this bike at some point, but that's a ways out. So I'm just going to dab some paint on the edge to keep it from rusting. Before I get this fender fully mounted, I'm going to start working on my Pelican case saddlebags. I'm making this setup myself. I got longer bolts for the fender mounts. Just got to drill some holes in the cases. There's a ridge on the back side that I got to carve off so that it sits flat. The bike gets narrower as it goes back, so I stacked a few washers to keep the bag straight. I'm gonna have to cut off this one bolt so it doesn't stick out like that, but other than that, it's looking good. I ended up having to cut the wires to get them through the new fender, so I'm gonna have to track down some kind of connector so that I don't ever have to cut them again. Had to drill a couple holes to mount the titanium plate. I'm starting to imagine just how many times I'm going to catch my knee on the corner of this thing just walking around my bike. Well, I'm stoked how this turned out. I'm ready to move on to the next thing. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, support a brand new channel. The next thing I'm going to get into is rebuilding my forks with Race Tech springs and gold valves. Thanks for watching.